the words and I got the flow. See, I don't gotta write, I got the Holy Ghost. Yeah, that's called a ghost writer. Jeremiah 5:14, that's so fire. Isaiah 14, and when I retire, out of captivity, I broke the iron. Who that is coming out of Mount Zion? Woolly hair, looking like a lion. 1,000 men marching with no drums on, no trombone, just boots.
Read that.
She warned him. Monique was right and told Shannon to leave them young girls alone and get you an old girl.
Yeah. Get an old gal.
Yeah,
that's what
how old is Shannon?
Damn near 60.
Damn near
like
60 years
56.
old.
Yeah.
And about to die. And you playing games, bro.
Damn near out this piece, and he messing with little kids.
The hell is this?
Damn the little kids. All right, play that.
When you and I, it's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Uh-oh.
You trying to say what you trying to say? I'm looking right at you. I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you. Damn, no. Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs. Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. When they want you to go for a fourth round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I need you want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that fourth round, she's going to say, hold on. Hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he was doing, I was going to be scared. Come on, pick your glass up and clack for me. Come on now. These young gals will bite you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, guess I got to come on home.
Come on home.
All right. I had played all the way. I know she said some stuff, whatever. We had to play it, take it down. Yep. We had to play it all the way because the last part was heavy. Where she said, what she say?
The young girls will bite you.
The young girls is going to bite you. And this was a year ago. This was way before this foolishness started to happen, right? We ain't even got to that part yet. We just playing the warning before the fall, right? He had another warning. God, hey, you say I speak to him twice. Once is there twice?
Man perceive it not.
Yeah, man perceive it not. He's sitting there joking, thinking it was funny.
Right.
You know, it was funny, and Monique made it funny, but she was dead serious.
Yeah,
and jokes. You know what's crazy about that? The ungodly was warning him.
Right.
Yeah, because what the Lord say? He ruleth in the hearts of men or the nations or whatever the case may be. He can use anybody. Hell, he used the nations. He used the donkey, an ass, to talk. He used the other nations. That's right. Hell, he used Cyrus and all of them to move things. Oh, go back to your country. He used the heathen. He can use anybody. So in this case, he used a comedian that told him 100% straight. He sat there and laughed the whole time.
And another thing, remember, most comedians, they'll make jokes, but it's about real life and truth. Okay? A lot of comedians, the one we about to bring up right now, so he's known for bringing out truth, but through, comedy,
laughter.
Right, through laughter.
So there's a cliche line that says that there's a lot of truth ingested.
Right.
So that's
exactly right.
Good point.
Well, it ain't funny now. It ain't funny now. It ain't funny. Play that one.
I don't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
Come on, Dad.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away.
Stay away.
Hey, stay away.
That's right.
Because he said it, but he didn't even know he was saying what God says. Give me that Deuteronomy 7. Deuteronomy 7 and verse 3.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 3.
Come on.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son, for they will turn away thy son from following me.
So that's the point. God says, do not deal with the nations, do not marry them, do not have sex, none of that stuff.
That's
right. It says the point is, one, because God said it. Two, he says they will cause you to not follow God anymore. That's why most of y'all are in Christmas. Hell, not most of us. Hell, all of us grew up in Christmas and Easter and birthdays and all that stuff. Because why? Because white folk were doing it. We ain't know no better growing up. All we knew is Christmas. Where you get that from? The Christian church.
Right.
Easter eggs. What the hell eggs got to do with rabbits? The Christian church.
Right.
The hell is this?
Everything that we know. Hell, just like in the movie we're gonna go over. Hell, the white man's brain was perfectly situated in the black man's body until we found this Bible.
That's right.
Damn.
Yep. Say that again.
I don't even know what I said.
Said a white man's brain was perfectly situated into a black man's body until we found this Bible.
Until we found this Bible. That's it. Because when they hurt, we hurt.
Mm-hmm.
When they stock market crashed, we started crying, knowing we ain't have not damn penny in the stock market.
The hell is this?
When damn 9/11 happened, ain't nobody, we wasn't working in no damn 9/11. We started, come on, man. We ain't Americans. We ain't none of that. But yet we feel the pain of white folk when they are sad, right? But God says not to marry them because they will cause you from following him. What you got?
Yeah,
Hold on a second.
Go to Matthew 14 real quick. Cause, Cat Williams says something. He said he's scared of them.
Yeah.
We're going to read about what one of the prophets. Watch this. Go to Matthew 14, read verse 6 down to 10. Okay?
Let's go.
This is one of our forefathers. Watch what one of these white Shedemites did to one of our forefathers. Right? Watch this. Read that.
Come on.
Verse 12, Cap.
Matthew 14, verse 6 down to 10.
Matthew chapter 14 and verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept.
Listen up now. When Herod's birthday was kept. Come on.
The daughter of Herodias danced before them. And
all Edomites. All right. All Edomites here. Come on.
And pleased Herod. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask.
Come on.
And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger.
In a what?
In a charger.
They wanted the head of John the Baptist, who was going out doing good works, the Lord's work. And there was another thing we were talking about this, Cap, where mothers, especially these white women, right?
Yeah.
They train their daughters to be ultimate hunters. Right? They train their daughters to go out and seek the soul, especially you brothers, man. You in these athletic facilities.
Right.
They send them out there specifically to come hunt your soul. All right? Read on.
And the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded to be given her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison.
For a dance. By a double-back cave dweller. Right?
So in other words, Cat Williams, he seen the devil for who she really is.
Yes, that's why he said, I'm scared of them. Yes, you better be scared.
Run!
They have the power to destroy you, man.
In 2 weekends, like you say.
Kanye West, another one. Who fell by that. Okay. That's
Kardashian.
What's that scene? If y'all can find that scene, Undercover Brother. What he transformed,
with the mayonnaise.
Spoiled by the Shedemite. Play that scene for me.
You know what you said?
You call them on she devils?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what you said? No, what the scripture just said. So the daughter danced in front. How old was the girl? She had to be young enough to still be in the house.
Right.
Because he was in love with the girl. And the mama told the girl what she wanted.
That's crazy.
That's the same thing you got with Cat Williams. Hell, because Herod wasn't no young spring chicken either.
Right.
He was older.
Yeah.
Right? So at the end of the day, you got this old 57-year-old man dealing with a 19-year-old. This girl, young woman, is young enough to be his granddaughter.
That's crazy.
Think about that, y'all.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
You 60. I'm rounding up.
Yeah, round up. You got to.
You're 60 years old. My mama's 65. And I got a son that's 8, about to be 19 years. That's like my mama dealing with my son.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
What the hell is this?
And then when you hear the call, you can tell she's 19.
Yeah.
Can't have no conversation.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And he found himself, listen, anyways, give me Sirach 26 and verse 19. This is what God says about not chasing after these other nations. But this is what he said about us. Read.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 19.
Let's go.
My son, keep the flower of thine age sound, and give not thy strength to strangers.
So we are a strong nation. Our seed is the strongest of all.
That's right.
We can damn turn white people black if we smash long enough. Right? So our seed is the strongest on the earth. That's why you see all of these white women now shaped a little different than when we was growing up, because a lot of them doing what they doing, trying to change the way they look.
Right.
Read.
When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field, sow it with thine own seed.
Sow it with thy own seed.
Trusting in the goodness of thy stock.
The goodness, God never says about any other nation the goodness of any stock.
Right.
It says they are like spittle. The other nations are like spittle. But right here, he's saying our stock, the Israelite stock, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American stock is the goodness of all stocks. Read.
Sow thy race.
So thy what?
Thy race.
So God does speak about race in the Bible.
Yes.
You say, you don't talk about race. Y'all are race baiters. And no, God says, sow your seed with your people. So your race, our race, read.
Which thou leavest shall be magnified.
Magnified, read.
Having the confidence of their good descent.
Their good descent. We are the best on the planet in everything. We the best looking. Hell, nations tried to kill to get our women.
That's right.
We the best looking. We the best in hell. They put us in the white sport and they
Dominated.
We dominated. Right. They created it for them to be in at number one. Put us in soccer. Damn, Pele started kicking the ball over their head and start hitting. It was like they had to throw give them a red card. Like, nah, that's too good. What the hell you get that from?
The rules they created does say now you have to be covered before you make the goal.
Correct.
If you're not covered by anybody, that goal don't count.
Right. Because you're right. Because that's why they made the line. Right. If you pass the line, they say offsides because our people was just ding, 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 ding.
Right.
Man,
they couldn't do nothing with us.
Cap, only in the mind of a Christian that age gap will be justified in their own mind and think that God doesn't have a problem with it.
Well, because the pastor be messing with the little girl. They groom the little girls in the church.
So they feel justified. Hey, Cap, we could jump back a chapter 25 and 2. Read chapter 25 and read verse 2.
Sirach chapter 25 and verse 2.
Let's go.
3 sorts of men my soul hateth, and I'm greatly offended at their life.
Woo! God said he greatly offended at their life. Let's see who he's greatly offended at.
You gotta extrapolate. You can't just
That's
you
crazy.
can't just say that. You gotta pull that thing apart. Go ahead, man.
He says he's offended at the fact that you are still alive. He's offended. Damn. Read it again.
3 sorts of men my soul hateth.
So these are the 3 sorts of men that God hates.
Let's go.
And I am greatly offended at their life.
Read.
A poor man that is proud.
Meaning a poor man, but he's so proud that he won't take no type of correction.
No humility.
No humility. Go ahead.
A rich man that is a liar.
A rich liar. Go ahead. Watch this.
And an old adulterer.
A what?
An old adulterer.
And I know the Christian thought, well, he wasn't married. Well, guess what? Adultery goes into fornication.
Right.
You understand? Because the 10 Commandments, the summary or the sub law of adultery is fornication.
Right.
Read it again.
And an old adulterer that doteth.
That is an Matter of fact, that's messing around with little 19-year-old girls. Little 19-year-old heathen girls.
Hey, I want to bring out something that Monique was trying to explain to him, but the spiritual understanding of it. Go to Tobit 4:12. And to your point, Daniel, when it says, when you said that he tired of his life, what was
God says he's offended at his life.
So when the Lord said he's offended, he's like, you know what? I'm about to kill you.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm about to kill you. You're on earth too long.
Yeah, why did I create you?
Read verse 12.
Damn. Why did I do this?
He's offended.
So Monique was trying to tell him this. Read.
Tobit chapter 4 and verse 12.
Let's go.
Beware of all whoredom, my son.
Come on.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
She was trying to tell him this. Stop messing with these young white women. Read.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
Come on.
Which is not of thy father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets.
Jump to verse 13.
Verse 13. Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren.
That's his problem. He hates his own people. Come on, read.
And despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people.
Come on.
In not taking a wife of them.
Not taking a wife of your own people. Now here's what happened when, like Cap, you said, those basketball players, they get attached to these other nations. Read.
For in pride,
what happens?
Is destruction.
That's where your destruction comes. That's what we're seeing play out now on social media.
Yeah. Just real quick, if you don't mind if I land back, let's see the age gap according to the scriptures, an acceptable age gap, since we was talking about that. Go to Genesis chapter 17 and just read verse 17. Let's see an acceptable age gap for married couples or just who you're supposed to be dealing with.
Genesis chapter 17 and verse 17.
Come on.
Then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed and said in his heart, shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old?
Abraham was 100 years old. Now let's see how old is his wife. Read.
And shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear?
So 100 minus 90 is 10. So the acceptable age gap for you to be dealing with a woman is 10 years according to the scriptures, according to the example that was set by Abraham and Sarah.
So she wasn't 19.
She wasn't 19.
Yeah, Shannon read that
She wasn't 2-4.
Shannon looked at that and he read it backwards.
And that's what happened too. When you get into having the desires, you adopt the same lust that your oppressors have. That inordinate affection, they begin to adopt that same format. So it's light work. That's not in their mind. That's nothing to them because our oppressors have that same lust, that same covetousness, and we adopt that same habit. 100%. We think it's normal.
100%, right? Give me Nehemiah 13 and verse 23. Because us dealing with the other, because you might say Deuteronomy 7:3 is not direct enough, right? Well, what's wrong with the other nations? Read.
Nehemiah chapter 13 and verse 23. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab.
And that's not the only groups of people that they married. They married all others, Edomites and everything else. Read.
And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair.
So he saw his people, the Israelites, married to these strange nations. He said he contended with them, meaning he argued, like, yo, what are you doing?
The hell is that?
Why are you mixing your good seed with these nations? What are you doing? Then it says he smote him. He smacked the hell out of him. Yeah, he smacked him. At some point, it got to the point to where it got so heated that he put hands on them. And then he said he plucked off their hair, pulled out their beards, trying to get them to understand the severity on what they're doing. Because had he not done that, had he not done that, it would have been okay, it would have been all right, or whatever, because we were just coming back. We were just coming back into the land, right? So we had to fix it before we start turning Jerusalem until all nations could come in.
That's right.
Right? Because it's never been like that. Read.
And made them swear by God, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons or for yourselves.
He's quoted what was in the law of Moses. Now read verse 26. Here's the point.
Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
So it's a sin to marry the other nations. Solomon was in the midst of sin by marrying the other nations and following their ways. Read.
Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin. Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil?
So he calling it a great evil to marry the other nations because it's sin. Read.
To transgress against our God in marrying strange wives.
That's the point. It's a transgression against God to marry other nations.
To this day.
To this day. Right now. Even after Christ. Right. It's still to this day.
Right. Why? Because remember, the end result, they would lead you to their custom, lead you to their God. And eventually what? You hanging out at their temple. Right. And he's looking like this. Hey, play that video. This is what happened. This is why it's against the Lord. Drop that video.
Drop it.
Excuse me, sir. This is a restricted good. God.
Hey, Jeevester. Lance. Nice pants. Thank you.
Undercover brother?
Undercover brother? What happened to you?
He had sex with a white girl, that's what.
Oh, was it everything I dreamed of? She had pink nipples, didn't she?
Yeah.
Coffee match the drink.
Excuse me.
No, man, you can't be doing that.
Something like that, man.
Listen, white girl or no white girl, I want to know where the hell have you been?
Not there, because that's where people who swear go. Thank you very much.
You sound like a 14-year-old.
All right, that's it before we get dropped. So that's what happens. The brother was even unrecognizable. They couldn't even like, wait a minute, who's this coming up? They couldn't even recognize him.
He stopped drinking coffee. He's drinking matcha now.
You don't find that his fro tucked in. He got his fro tucked in, wearing a damn what's that, Carlton sweater? Come on now. That's what happens. You begin to dress like them, talk like them, right? And you worship them at their God. Now you in Joel Osteen's church, all right, singing hymns. This is my Bible. This is my Bible.
And Jesus told me so.
Boy, ain't no way.
All right, play that. Because this him jesting and jeering with some other of our brothers. I'm gonna say it like that. Our brothers that is lusting after the other nations. This is the OnlyFans. So the 19-year-old girl that he's fooling with is an OnlyFans model that he found on OnlyFans as Carly or whatever her name is. And he decided to get set up. He decided to get set up by the white. Listen, play it.
You know who Sky Bree is, though, Joe?
Sky Bree? Who that is, Coach?
Yeah. How I do it.
Hey, Sky, who is that? Who is that? Help me out.
You know what I'm saying? She little something. She might be famous for vertical activity that she good at.
Oh, she go.
He's dumb. He's dumb as hell. He's talking about some vertical activity. It's supposed to be horizontal activity. He said vertical activity. Because his brain ain't even in there. He's like, was it Get Out?
Got out.
In a sunken place.
Yeah, he in a sunken place. Like a coon.
Yeah, he boasting right now.
He's an idiot, right? Hence the show today is called Sinners, because you're watching brothers sit there having. Give me that in evil communication. What's that?
1 Corinthians
15:33, right?
1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 33.
Let's go.
Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
So he's sitting there saying, how I do it, talking about, do you know Sky Bree, which is also OnlyFans somebody. He's talking to two other black brothers, two other Israelite brothers about this white woman he's smashing. And then he's sitting there, all of a sudden. This is before Carly. This is before this new one just came up. But he's sitting there on this show, Nightcap, sitting there gloating over how he's going against God's commandments and tell on many fronts sex before marriage. He ain't married. The adultery, lust, miscegenation, all of this stuff he's gloating about. But God says something about. But keep playing.
Let's go.
Oh, she a hooper?
Oh yeah.
Well, who she play for? Who she play for?
You know, she got her own little thing, you know.
Huh?
He said, man, y'all. Man, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all need to stop. Y'all be on that bull jive, man.
Hold on, who she play for?
Yo, you know, back in the day.
All right, pause that. All right, take that down. Give me your Proverbs 1 and verse 22. Right? Because this should be sickening to you. You Israelites have repented, because a lot of times we see that as entertainment. We laugh and kiki or whatever the case may be. But God he's not laughing, because he's already said what he's not supposed to do. Then when you do it, there's nothing funny about it. Right? Read that.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22.
Let's go.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Look how simple they are. This man is 60 years old, sitting there gloating about messing with this little young woman. I don't know how old this one is. But, bruh, you on live TV.
Live TV, man.
You on live TV and you somebody granddaddy.
That's messing with a porn star.
That's exactly what it is.
It's just modern day porn, because back then you had Hugh Hefner and his house and all
Playboys,
those Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
But today, we social media brainwashed or zombified. So that OnlyFans account, that's a porn star, social media star, whatever. So that's what you're dealing with. Modern day prostitute.
And obviously, you know, with Hugh Hefner stuff, that was glamorized.
Right.
But what we do as a nation, we take that to another height. We heighten the thing to the level now. We take it beyond. We make it worse than what it was.
Worse than the heathen
back then.
Worse
than the heathen.
Yep. Right. Go back and read that.
Verse 22.
22.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning.
He delights in the scorning. He delights in going against God's commandments. He delights in going against, because in his mind, he's gotten a trophy. Because he's black. And when you hear the other stuff he said, big black dude gonna choke. Do all this. I don't want to say it because it might get us a strike. We already damn banned. So you don't
want to make it worse.
You don't want to make it worse.
What you gonna do now?
What you gonna do now?
Right. But he's scorning. He's delighting in that scorning. Read.
And fools hate knowledge.
Ain't nobody can tell damn Shannon nothing. Hell, he had 2 people before him told it.
Right.
And said he's
That's the point.
still there gloating with his tongue hanging out.
Right.
What the hell is this?
Hey, I could get a script.
Yeah.
Let me get Joshua 23. Read verse 11.
Oh, before I'm sorry. Give me 26.
Let's go.
Right, because he's laughing, delighting in the scorning of the commandments, because he know it's wrong. That's why he's so happy he's doing it. Right? Verse 26.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Read.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Why?
For they that hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof.
So all of this is to say that while he's going through what he's going through, God ain't hearing nothing he talking about. He can't send no damn priest to talk to God. He can't go to no Catholic church. Them the Father talk. Nobody. Nobody's hearing his voodoo priest. Nobody. Because when God says in this Bible, because he grew up in a time where white women was off limits. He knows it from his childhood. He's 60 years old. He knows it from his childhood. He knew that it got our brothers lynched. He knew that it got, the lies, even the lie of it. young Emmett Till whistled at a white woman and got him lynched and mutilated and dragged and shot and drowned and body all bloated. Hell, Rosewood, the whole town got burnt down
because of a white woman.
Because of a little old white woman that lied. She in Rosewood, she was having committing adultery, and probably she knew it wasn't gonna fit quite right.
Right.
So she had to make it that a black man raped her, and everybody got slaughtered.
You don't find that
you
suspicious?
have Black Wall Street gets bombed to the ground off of a lie.
Off of a lie. A white woman.
A white lie.
There you go. The Lord's constantly showing you, listen, judgment will fall if you don't keep my commandments. I don't know how mediocre, but what happens is our people, they so covered with lust that they want to step on the laws of God. And you stepping on a landmine when you do that. Judgment ain't a sweet thing. The Lord ain't playing. You done with that script, Cat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go to Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 6, verse 18. Remember, this is an aged man. What he should have been doing. Read that for me.
Sirach chapter 6 and verse 18. My son, gather instruction from thy youth up.
From your what?
Thy youth up.
Why?
So shalt thou find wisdom till thine old age.
So you know how to navigate. And most elderly men that are in the truth, they have been racking up wisdom from their youth up. They've been, so that way, when you get to those old age, you know exactly how to navigate. That's right. True wisdom. Go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 8 now.
But you know you can't get wisdom overnight.
No,
it
takes
not gonna happen. Decades.
Yes. And then it was that precept in 1 Corinthians that we brought about evil communication. Yeah. That whole panel was evil communication. Right. And you hear conversations like that at your job, okay, wherever you go. You hear conversations like that. Now, wisdom would have tell you, you know what? It's time to, I got to go now. It's time to hit the road. This conversation is not for me. It's going somewhere where I shouldn't be. Read that. Wisdom of Solomon 4:8.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 and verse 8. For honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time.
Not just because you 60 plus that you considered honorable aged. Come on.
Nor that is measured by number of years. But wisdom is the gray hair unto men.
What's the gray hairs?
Wisdom.
Wisdom is the gray hairs. Come on.
Unto men. And an unspotted life.
And a what?
Unspotted life.
Unspotted life. Not shaming yourself. Now you're accused of rape. Come on. And now you're possibly losing all your jobs and everything.
Hey, he got a major doodle stain on his life.
Oh yeah. Big time. Come on. Read on.
Is old age. He pleased God and was beloved of him.
Come on.
So that living among sinners, he was translated.
You see that? While living among sinners, hearing the evil communication, you held on unto wisdom, and the Lord helped you navigate through those dark trails, the evil communication. Pull up the article I just posted. Here we go. This is what Cap just brought out in Proverbs.
Let's go. From the U.S. Sun. New faces. Favorite to replace Shannon Sharpe. Revealed after disgraced star pushed into stepping aside over rape accuser scandal.
You see that? That's what happens. And how much money he making, Cap, off of those?
I heard he just signed a new contract. I don't know. I didn't research it, but from what I heard, he just signed a new contract for over $100 million.
Wow. $100 million.
Yeah, that's gone.
That's gone now.
That's gone.
Especially when you work in media. It's not the conviction that's what's going to get you fired. It's the allegations.
It's the allegations.
So all that $100 million alleged that he just signed, plus that he just signed, he just lost all of that. And some by a 24-year-old white woman.
19.
19. Oh,
19.
She's 19.
19.
Straight out of high school.
Yeah.
1-9.
How you get finessed? How you get finessed by a high schooler and you supposed to live life?
That's crazy.
Because he's enamored in the whiteness of her milkiness.
Damn. Hey, Cat, what's going on with these t-shirt titles?
Damn.
Hey, I wanna dial back because you said these things with the white women, right? And how our brothers that have money and access, they now have this open door to them. But before, you know, that we couldn't deal with white women.
Right.
So give me 1 Timothy 6:9, because what it is that money.
Right, that it is.
That money is giving them that gateway to things that they would normally have access to.
Because he's 60. There's no way on God's green earth, as my grandma used to, on God's green earth, is a 19-year-old ever gonna find a 60-year-old attractive unless
Come on, bring it out.
He got the M's in the bank.
I think
Sugar daddy
one of the
vibes.
articles she was charging, I think, $25K a cheek or something, something
that's
like
right.
that.
Hey, he tried to give her $10 million. She didn't want it.
She didn't want it.
She said, "Nah, I'm gonna get more than that."
Remember what she said on one of the recording? Put your blacks, or what was it? Black gravy in me.
Yeah, the baby gravy.
The baby gravy in me. Because she understood the way once she pop out one of those big headed babies, money for like 18 years, right?
Hey, but Cap, you know what she understood? That was his lust.
Yeah.
That was his lust. And his money opened up the gateway for it. Read that script.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation.
That $50 million, that $100 million, he lacked the wisdom that you was talking about, Cap, to keep him sound. Read.
And a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
That's where he's at. Foolish and hurtful lust, which will do what?
Which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Now he's drowning right now.
Yeah,
he's looking for a lifeline, but there's none.
This is a hell of a lesson.
Count Williams tried to give him a lifeline.
Hey,
who else tried to give him a lifeline?
Monique
tried to give him a lifeline. He's like, nah. He laughed it off.
Yeah.
Drunk his cognac, right?
I'm sure people done hit him up like, bro, you tripping.
Come on,
bro.
man, you tripping.
This is a hell of a lesson.
Hey, remember, Cap, and since Joshua days, God says if you go back and mess with these nations, there'll be a trap and snare. He been said that.
He trapped.
Ben
Trapped
said
right
that,
now.
right? Look how trapped he is. Play that next video. Listen to this, y'all. Let's go. Yeah, that one. They done made a whole AI joke.
It's a Disney Pixar.
Look at the big bell pepper nose. Look at that. Damn. Play it.
Well, what, Gabby?
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Look how she talk.
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
I might choke you in public. Big black guy choke small white woman.
Damn.
That's the
It's not
video
a good
title.
look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do what they think you did to me.
Hey, the internet is wild. You know when I saw that, I was like, man, how they found the right background music?
Right. Jeepers Creepers movie.
And that's the thing. He didn't even see the trap being laid.
It looked like she
on the
was being-
phone. You talking about choking stuff you're supposed to be doing in private, right? You didn't see it because you're so covered with lust. I might choke you in public.
What is that? We say you covered in thorns.
The hell is this?
And it looked like she was being told what to say because she was pausing.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. She's 19. We all 30 something plus. Right? A 19-year-old talks like that. They today and age, it's very hard to listen to these young cats talk. They understand perfectly what they're talking about. But us, like, boy, why are you mumbling? What the hell are you talking about? Speak up. Use the words. Right? Because they're immature, their brains don't work right, whatever. But she probably talks like that because it didn't even seem. He didn't say, yo, why are you talking like that? That's not how you talk.
Right.
So he probably normally hear her talking half sentences.
Yeah.
What's that? When they do that Valley Girl, that long, how she draws out her words.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that. Get off, man. That thing. Give
Come
me
back,
chill.
Cap. Come back.
She used to talking through text. That's the reason.
That's it.
She's not social.
Yeah.
He didn't see the trap at all.
Yeah.
It was being laid perfectly. Go ahead.
It's second.
Say something so that way you can go ahead. Yeah, verse 77.
1677.
Yep. Second Ezra 1677.
Second Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 77.
Let's go. Start at verse 75.
Verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord God. Let not your sins weigh you down.
Don't let them be the cause for you to fall.
And let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
That's exactly what you're seeing. The iniquities have exposed them, cast them down before the congregation. Go ahead.
Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins.
What are what?
Bound with their sins.
Right. They so wrapped up into their sins, their lusts, they don't see a way out. Right. They don't see it when they being suckered or judgment around the corner. That pit that lies right around the corner for them. Go ahead.
And covered with their iniquities.
Go ahead, Kat. This is the part you
hey, the fact that she can talk like that, have so much air in between her words, and then the next word is the admission of a crime, and she uses his name, Shannon, and then she says the crime, and then he just goes, I might choke you in public. Bro, you have got to be kidding me.
Right. And Cap, he wrote his own headline. He said, "Black man choke white woman."
Little white woman. Not just white woman. He gave her a stature, so that's even more worse. Go ahead, what you got?
Cap, I think he's been set up ever since he left FCN. I mean ESPN.
Damn.
ESPN.
What you talking about, man? What you talking about, women?
I'm talking about ESPN.
That brother,
he was not with
Get that anointed oil for this brother right here, man.
He was never with
We do not condone white miscegenation.
We do not condone
ESPN because
the thoughts and practices of Officer Pagiel is not part of FCN.
Right.
What you got, man?
Because when he left ESPN, he probably cost them a lot of money. So they say, you know what? He started his own show. He's making a lot of money. They said, now we're gonna set you up and take everything from you.
Yep. Right. So Skip got mad.
Skip got him.
Skip said, you want to do me like that? Nigga? No problem. Deploy the white woman. The black man's kryptonite. Damn, that's crazy.
And you got to understand the mentality behind it too. He says, "Big black man rapes white woman, chokes white woman." I'm sorry,
little white woman.
Little white.
Remember the image about the gorilla that they did with LeBron back then, and then with him holding a white woman.
What's his name? Godzilla.
Godzilla. In his mind, he thinks King Kong. In his mind, he just thinks that he's a monkey because just the way that he describes it, he's describing that same imagery.
Amazing. They probably, I know it's probably on social media. They probably already got it.
They already got it, man. Oh yeah, he's done. He's baked chicken, y'all.
Baked chicken. Now with all that, remember when it says in Proverbs, you're gonna come back and try to say God this and God that, and God gonna laugh? Play this video.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
And the crazy thing is, he saw what happened to Jay-Z. He saw what happened to all multiple entertainers. Ye, right? He saw all this. But you think he ever once thought about, you know what? That's a sign from God for me to pull out. That's a sign from God. Let me stop this behavior. Let me fix this. No, they absolutely won't see it. They don't see it at all. They keep on sin. They continue to act. They think they are not seen in that darkness, like I say. Matter of fact, get that in Sirach. You got time for that?
Well, yeah.
Pull that in Sirach.
Let's go.
Give me that. 23. Yes, sir. They think they're unseen. They'll go unscathed and untouched. But they don't know there's a true God that brings forth judgment. Get that. 23 and 16.
You're going to learn today. That's it.
Sirach chapter 23 and verse 16.
Come on.
2 sorts of men multiply sin, and the third will bring wrath. A hot mind is as a burning fire. It will never be quenched till it be consumed.
It will never be quenched until it's consumed. Come on.
A fornicator in the body of his flesh will never cease till he hath kindled a fire.
Come on.
All bread is sweet to a whoremonger.
All bread is sweet. That white bread is sweet.
That white bread. That white bread.
It's the reason why white bread is not good for you.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
It's not good. It's one of the worst breads to ever have and put in your body. There's a reason why. Go ahead.
He will not leave off till he die.
Loses everything. You see, one man get done in by Edomite, Shedamite. Another man get done in by a Shedamite. And then you still playing games with fire.
Hey, he picked up a whole loaf of Wonder Bread.
What?
Wonder Bread. Hey,
Go on, hold on, go on.
Come on.
Read on.
A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me?
Who seeth me? Nobody see me. That's Jay-Z. That's them. That's not me. Come on.
I'm compassed about with darkness.
With what?
With darkness.
In the shadows. What I'm doing in secret, choking out this white girl. Ain't nobody gonna see this. Go ahead.
The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me.
You see that? Come on.
What need I to fear?
Read.
The Most High will not remember my sins.
You see that? Your mind is now high-minded, thinking there is no God that will pass judgment.
You're going to learn today.
Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts.
There you go. There you go. There is a God, and he will cast you down if you're thinking you're going to keep on adding sin on sin.
That's
and
right.
There's no judgment behind it.
Right. And you know, just because you don't know that you're an Israelite, and just because you don't know the Bible says not to sleep with white women, there still is a judgment for that. God is still justified in judging your simple behind for doing something. That's why you got the law of ignorance. There's a whole sacrifice. If you do something out of ignorance, they sacrifice just in case you broke God's commandments. The law of ignorance does not absolve you from punishment. Now you're simple behind sitting here trying to, behind closed doors, try to settle it. But the white woman says, man, 10 million? Nah, my daddy make that. Play that. Play that.
That Shannon Sharpe did try to settle with his accuser for at least $10 million. This was revealed yesterday by his attorney in a phone call that they had with a bunch of different media outlets. But prior to this phone call, and I believe what sparked the phone call, was the fact that there was this audio released by TMZ. But in the audio is a phone call between the accuser and Shannon Sharpe. Let's take a listen to the phone call.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. It is what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
How old is that girl?
In 2023, she was 19. So,
she's like 21, 22.
Yeah.
She looks like she's like 12, 13,
I need to
14.
see. I have not seen the picture.
So just her.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So what happened was, after this audio was released, at the same time, literally like moments apart, Shannon Sharpe then, released a video statement. And in the video statement, he is addressing.
And she's 22, by the way.
22 now. He's addressing what he believes is about to happen, but he doesn't address the audio. Let's take a listen to his video that he posted, Shannon Sharpe.
This is a shakedown.
All right.
This is all.
You can stop that, right? Cause we just heard that, right? This is what you get when you don't follow God's plan of marriage is honorable and all, and the bed undefiled, right? Marriage to your seed, to the Israelites, not to no Edomite.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word